McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
McLean Stadium is one of the most unique in all of college football. You can literally sailgate, drive your boat right to the stadium. This is a beautiful stadium, smaller capacity, but these fans make it special. From the run-on of all the students to start the game, they are loud and passionate every time the football is kicked off in Texas. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Red Raiders ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quick give. It's Turner. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making the adjustment on the play. Lagway wants to throw. Look out. At the 45 on his way. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Straight ahead, it's Morris. Showing off the arm. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Turner. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Left side is Miller. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoffs that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Turns it upfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Joyner. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Eakin. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. You can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back. And you got to tackle, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission. Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Simmons. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hits inside. It's Beal. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Bears want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to squeak through the pile. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Bears will line it up on 1st and 10.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
They're all over it. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Going to try to get it himself. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. The give on 4th down. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I don't think a lot of people here are going to be surprised by that. Call 4th and inches at midfield. Just go for it, run the football, and they pick up the first.
Really, what are you going to gain by punting there? Even a perfect punt just gives you a little bit of a yardage edge, and the upside of keeping the ball is tremendous.
Yeah, and even if you don't convert it there, your defense comes on the field, and you're still forcing the offense to have to go 50-something yards or so to try and get points. So I like the call.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Bears are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It's 3rd and 5. They give it back to him. Could be an outing. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and goal. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
2nd and goal coming up. A run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. He decides to keep the football. He can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Coleman Williams. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. At the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David, he shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's Lagway to pass. The quick game. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
And this is the beauty of getting in these 3rd down and manageable situations. It makes it so much easier for an offense. Now you can run your RPO game, and everybody has to respect that run. I read it. He reads it correctly, spits it out on the perimeter right now. Your guy does the rest of the work. Nice 3rd down execution.
Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Whip it out to the back on the screen. Turning it on. Still on his feet. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. And the Bears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Lagway throws to the wideout. Almost picked off.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Sets his feet. It's Lagway. Out wide right, it's Smith. Touchdown, Bears! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Enough to move the chains. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Red Raiders in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Long way to go on second down. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Rush right in his face. Got his man. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And finally, their big play receiver gets in the stat column with his first catch of the game. And we're here late in the second quarter. You got to give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've done a nice job taking him away and limiting his damage. Let's see if they can keep it up, though, because when this guy gets hot, he's virtually unstoppable.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Second and long here. They'll move the tight end. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Fires to the middle. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Fires to the wideout. And he gets rid of it.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on third down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Oh, pressure's coming. Escapes trouble. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. The Bears want to move quickly. Throwing, Lagway. Rushes on. Wiggles free. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Lagway wants to throw. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the Liberty Flames. And it's Kansas State looking to deliver in a big way today to get to 8-2. I know those 2 hiccups did not sit well with this team. Hopefully now they can close out the season in style. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the American Conference.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, it's Danzy. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Here comes the heat. Unloads in the nick of time.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in, understand that if you don't start playing better and you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the second half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks.
He wants to go deep. It's picked off. That's number 10. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Here's Lagway to pass. Finds his big tight end.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Makes the grab on the shot. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Baylor! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he added the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put...
He unleashes a long one. He's got it down the right side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
Second down, going to throw it. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Spits it out to the back. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Some misdirection with the counter. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field, and that's why you had a big play.
The run inside. It's Morris. Got the first down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Escapes trouble. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Lagway. He's got an open man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning.
Got it! Touchdown Bears! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To throw, it's Hammond. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted for the 11th time.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Got the first down himself. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Bears headed quickly to the line.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's changing the play. Throwing, Lagway. Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Open space at the 25. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown Bears! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Final play of the quarter coming. To the air, it's Hammond. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Between the hashes, it's Carter. He's into the open down the middle. The 30, the 20. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Oh, and he missed it. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Trying to move them on the counter. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Bears will hustle to the line.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Underneath toast the coverage, got it deep downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bears! They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that two-point conversion attempt goes awry. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
We just have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only his second catch. I think that's a big reason why they're trailing this much in this game so late. They just have not been able to get one of their biggest weapons involved as often as they needed to.
Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
It's a seam wide open. Inside the touchdown, Red Raiders. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Making the adjustment. Flagway wants to throw. He's going to take off. On the run, deep down the right side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Flagway. Look out! He sacked this defense all over him. The Bears moving quickly to the line. Flagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. They're all over him. Being chased. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Bears will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Wants to throw one first. Stepping to the right. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything is gone.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Throws it deep. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Got room on the return. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. He wants a big play here late. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.